Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great night so far. I am so proud to stand here as a student from an hour-bound school. And while I may represent a tiny percentage of the many students from Hour-Bound, I can confidently say that this organization has been such a great impact to not just me, but to other students as well. Truly, their impact is anything but small. So let me properly introduce myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Ingrid De Jesus, a very, very proud Mexican daughter of immigrant parents, and I'll be graduating this year as valedictorian from the Community School for Social Justice. Now, I didn't get here alone. I got here because of a community that refused to let me fall. Every person has contributed to my journey in some way or the other. Whether it was my teachers who dedicated their time in guiding me, or even the students in my close-knit community, and even our Bound Student Advisory. My school is located in the South Bronx, a neighborhood that's earned the nickname the Ask Me Alley because it has some of the worst environmental pollution in the country. Here, resources are often a luxury rather than a right. The struggle is real out here, oh, I can tell you that. New high-rises with fancy amenities block out the sun that used to shine down on my community, now neglected for decades. Unkept streets and parks, food deserts, liquor stores, and pawn shops sit where banks and grocery stores should be. I didn't need school to teach me all of this. I experience it daily. Sometimes sitting in classrooms where raindrops fall into buckets because of the leaky ceilings, or even sweating when the air conditioning breaks. What I did need was school to teach me that I have the power to change this. A small school like mine can be so powerful when an organization like Our Bound is behind us, giving us the tools, support, and community to organize and advocate. A couple years ago, when unreliable Wi-Fi at CSSJ made schoolwork all but impossible, we rallied as a community and fought for better internet access, making it all the way to the local news. And when we raised our voices in petition, we won. I brought that same energy this past January while interning in the office of District 15 Council Member Oswald Feliz. There, I learned how to help constituents receive benefits, everything from food stamps to reapplying for NYCHA, and I experienced the architect of government, which is sometimes messy, but when we come together as a community, it has the strongest foundation. In my government and economics class, for my final performance-based assessment, I'm developing a nonprofit to create more accessible and sustainable spaces for my community. As a future architect, I want to create affordable housing, community gardens, and cleaner parks. That is my dream. To a student, a classroom is the most important piece of architecture in their life. It shapes how we feel, how we focus, and what we believe we deserve. But when our environment is neglected, it sends a message that our education is secondary. But we refuse to believe that. My community has fought against systemic barriers for a very long time, which is what inspired me to pursue my education in architecture. I've learned that to design is not just about creating buildings. It's about creating more accessible, sustainable, and dignified spaces where our culture isn't stripped away, but celebrated. So let me say it again. My school is located in the South Bronx. Yes, the beautiful Bronx. It's a place filled with love, and I know everyone loves our school because I've seen old yearbooks, and teachers never leave, even if their hair does. They advocate alongside their students. I feel so lucky to be in a school that gives me a family, a crew, from the day I arrive until the day I graduate. An opportunity to explore my curiosities through real-world projects instead of tests, and even take classes at Ivy League schools, and even see dozens of Broadway shows. Our Bound schools are unique in the way we bring our education beyond the four walls of our classrooms into the real world. I feel so lucky to have been part of my small family group, my CSSJ family. This larger outward-bound community, and I'll carry everything these families have taught me as I head this fall to Bard College with a full scholarship. Before I go, I'd like to acknowledge some people. First, my principal, Jamie, who never fails to make us laugh. My assistant principal, Corey Sapp, who has always been such a good guider in my entire life. Well, 4 years. And my amazing family group teacher, Jason Schwartz, who I will tell him tomorrow I shouted him out. And of course, one final moment to acknowledge the one person without whom I would not be here today, my mother. Te amo mucho. Thank you all again. You being here is proof that we are worth the investment and that with your support, we can be architects of a brighter future.